Oh my God! Don't. Thank you, thank you. Please sit your asses down. Before we start, just cheers to probably the greatest prosecutor a guy could ask for. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Get the Strap. I am the incomparable Jay Cross. Look, man, I've been sick. I haven't been doing good, bro. Um, they got me. They got me good. Um, COVID, all sorts of problems, bro. Like I was sick. I don't understand why I was so sick. No idea, man. It's like, you know what? I think I ran out of Flintstone vitamins and I couldn't get it done. But look, I'm gonna be honest with you. This whole wrestling belt thing, I'm even surprised this is even a thing. I look around and I remember 2003, 2004, when I was so obsessed with wrestling and wrestling belts. And I thought, I said to myself, yo, what if I had like a room just full of belts? Like just a complete room just of I don't touch this shit. I would use this as an inspiration to like work out, to get a better job, to do things in my life. I don't touch them. I only touch them when it's time to clean. And like I mentioned before, that was like that's like every 2 weeks that I do that. So let's look at the comments. Kirk, hello, Mr. Chacon, how you doing, baby? Oh, Paul, what's going on? Drew, my guy, I need to talk to you. This is like ninja movie on no, it's a series on HBO Max that my boy JP told me about. And since we like that kung fu shit, we got to get on top of that. I got to talk to you. It's actually really good, Drew. Uh, hey Miguel, what's going on? Platinum sword. Hey, look, bro, platinum swords, man. You need to chill. Kirk, thank you so much. Listen, um, it continues. James Taylor's missing in action. Right now, he hit me up and told me he's at the bar with some hookers. So James is James, and I have to let James be. But there's something that's happened in this hobby, and I don't know why. Hey Anna, how you doing, baby? I sent you the child support check goes out tomorrow. So if that's why you're here, chill out. Um, so the World's Heavyweight Championship is going to be the belt that we're going to highlight today. The belt that I guess perfectly captures Triple H's reign of terror. Um, look at, oh man, you see every time Jimmy texts me about Joe, all he says is fire Joe. Jones is the one that does the firing. We leave it to him. So talk to Jones. Um, so here is what I want to talk about tonight first, with my opening statement and opening monologue, if that's what you want to call it. You guys have been asking for a lot of tips when it comes to collecting, and I can't believe that I have to like show this and have to like express this to you guys. But man, you guys, a lot of you guys are weird, man. You you are you are just not. Am I lagging? Bro, stop playing. Am I still lagging? I'm good? Yo, that's why you got your boys in the back, baby. That's the sole reason why. Your boys get you up. But so let me explain this. I've had a lot of people hit me up about tips and tricks in the bell hobby. Um and oh my god. Um so okay, I have to be serious. I have to be serious. I have to be serious. Okay. This is a serious show. So you guys have been asking for a lot of tips and tricks about the hobby. So we compiled a list called Just the Tip, because we're 12. And look, if I have to be 33 years old, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 in the afternoon, I need this time to not be, an adult. So, but I want to talk to you guys about this. This is just tips about the hobby. about the belt collecting hobby, then a lot of you need to, for some reason, you need to know about this. And a lot of it concerns me because a lot of the bad stuff in here, guys, was years ago. This shit is not supposed to be happening in 2023. But I had someone stitch one of these videos that I saw all these years ago. Someone sent me one of these videos like, hey, does this work for the flexibility of my belt? Um, I let me go. Okay. Tip number one, say no to the bucket effect. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jay Cross. And I have to go back to the summer of 2006 when this was an actual thing. This is, by the way, the what goes across the video on YouTube when you pull this video up. This procedure will work with all belts, not just commemorative. Remember that. I know someone will ask because you're bothering him by asking. And here's what Jesus fucking Christ. Here's one more statement. I do not believe anyone has found out about this before. So I am giving this trick a name and calling it the bucket effect. This fucker actually put the copyright symbol at the end of that statement. And then this works so well on my belt, and it will for you too. Please, this is sarcasm. Do not put your wrestling belt, whether it's fake or real, do not put your wrestling belt in a bucket full of water and just leave it there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an actual video of someone grabbing a Figures Inc. United States Championship, dipping it into water. And we've talked about this on Summer Nights before, but I think it needs to be highlighted here. And just putting it in water, and then they have it sit out for like 6 or 7 days. That's stupid. Wait, what did I do? That look at this. You see this? They literally have a championship belt that's like $400 and something when they're not on sale. And they put it in a bucket full of water, and then they have it sit out for a certain amount of time. And then they dry it in the sun because mold doesn't exist apparently. They dry it in the sun, and it makes the belt more flexible. That is not true. That doesn't happen. It doesn't make the belt more flexible. You have literally destroyed the cardboard inside of your simulated leather, and that's the reason why it's more flexible. But if you were to open that up, that would be a biohazard because there's mold all over the inside of that belt because you were stupid enough to put a belt inside of water for. Why do I even have to do this? This is not okay. And then we go to the shaving cream trick too. That's not a thing. So the concept is you lay a what's it called? A belt. One of the belts, you take it off, right? From Figures Inc. You take it off, you unscrew the belt with a flathead screwdriver because that's the only ones that they use. And if your maker uses any other, it is what it is. Don't be in the comments. But then they get shaving cream. The shaving cream is for your face and for other sexy areas. It is not for leather, whether it's fake or real. Please stop doing this shit. You're screwing up your belt. Okay, if you want, we're at the age that getting a real leather is very easy. Hit some of these people up that get real leathers. I don't get real leathers because again, I don't touch any of this shit. I just like that it looks good. But talk to any of these people who get these belts re-leathered and get someone. You want it to be flexible, send it. This should stay in 2006 and not come back. Okay, and he's all happy and shit about it too. But he's doing this in the video. He's all happy about it. He's like, bro, I'm getting my shit to look TV accurate. That's a walking death trap, my friend. It really is. And he like flicks it around and stuff too. It's weird. Clifford, I don't know what you're referring to, baby, but I like the cocoa in the middle of your name because I use cocoa butter for everything. So does Mike Jones. But he uses the white people. I use the real cocoa butter. I get it from the hair salon, the African hair salon. Jones gets his from Walmart. I don't know why. But seeing the logo on Ric Flair's belt has always made me want to vomit in my mouth. Willie, I like the way you're thinking, baby. I really do. I appreciate you, King. I've heard of the shaving cream trick as well. Never done all the. Drew, don't you dare. We're friends. We are friends. Don't do it. Um, so it's strange that this stuff is happening. Um, Tip number two: booting shot belts is stupid. If I'm sorry, I know that I said that I was gonna chill and I was not gonna but this is something that needs to be said. Jameson is back there literally praising, and Jameson doesn't buy belts. He knows that this is a fact. I don't understand why you guys keep doing this. Matt Panetta, look at this from backstage. This is a WWE World Heavyweight Championship that you can get for $249 on a sale. Wait till Black Friday; they're like $275. This is such an easy belt to get, and a guy that had this said he paid like $250 for it, bro. If Kanye ain't gonna get through to God, neither am I, baby. Neither am I, because don't pay money for this stuff. There is no need. I understand the logo thing. I understand the people that want the belt to feel like a real belt. Again, I over exaggerated with the IWGP before I got from your boy Nawaz. Um, and I got a 6mm stack, which I shouldn't have. But for fuck's sake, I can say I overdid it with that. That's but I can get the replica, but the replica is very expensive. And your boy makes decent money, but it ain't that decent, bro. So me and Jones have a pact that we're gonna get the official replicas one day. But it's I got the Nawaz. It was like 900 and something. It was 6mm stack, and that is like heavy. It is the reason why I want it. What are you gonna do with this, bro? Yo, if some of y'all need religion. Like, really, don't waste your money on this stuff. I know you work. Why am I caring about your money more than you, bro? Why? Porque? Look at this. And Jones, I do apologize that I used the AJ Styles one. It was the other one was a regular WWE one that looked kind of like semi decent, so we want to actually stress it. So I put the AJ Styles one there. My bad. This is the Fiend belt. The Fiend belt. Bray Wyatt, who left a legacy that to this day people talk shit about that WrestleMania match with John Cena, but I personally think it was storytelling at his best. I really do. And at the end, when you hear John Cena saying, "I am gonna get rid of the most insignificant yada yada," he's like talking shit, but it's like being reflected upon him. I thought it was great. But look at the Fiend belt. Look what they've done. Look what they've done to the Fiend. And Matt Panetta's gonna scream. He's gonna scream when he sees this. Because this is a belt I know this man loves. He just took off his fucking glasses backstage. So I don't know. I don't understand. Done this one time, and it was only because a certain belt was sold out in the shop at the time. You see, Drew's coming through, right? But look at this belt. This is one right now on the shop. This is one of the greatest championship replicas ever made. I don't even own this shit. It's on my Christmas. I told my wife to hook it up. Because you know one things that you should do, and I'm sorry, I know I go on random tangents, and this is why I need James Taylor here. But my wife and I decided last year, because we were always like stressed. Think about this: if you and your wife get yourself one big gift, like one big gift each one of y'all wants, and then stuff the stockings with cute shit and like actually like good stuff, you get away with a fucking decent Christmas. And we did that last year. We're doing that this year. I'm even giving tips about relationships, my guy. But look at this belt. It's atrocious. This is not okay. Bro, yo. Oh my God, bro. Yo, I don't understand. You don't need to do this. Please stop. Please, Jesus loves you, man. I'm not even religious. You know? One of my boys talks a lot about religion, and like he's one of those people that like actually lives it, and I love him to death for it. But bro, like this is not okay. This is you spending your money. This is you spending your money on stuff that you don't want and don't need. Look at this. Matt Panetta is literally like, yo, Matt, chill. It's just a picture, bro. Relax. Gee, he's cursing. He's cursing, bro. What? Chill out, bro. You're not even on camera, King. Look at the tip. If you can't look at this and go, damn, bro, that looks bad. I can't save. I'm not even trying to save anyone. Dan McMahon is right. Not everybody should be making wrestling belts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Andy. I love you, but I'm sorry. I know you hate the guy, but but no, 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 no. This is not okay. He's right. He is 110% right. Okay. Fuck. Hey, by the way, I'm drinking this pumpkin ale from Sam Adams called Jacko. It's actually really good. I've realized today that they are only doing the Halloween shit like October and that's it. And then they jump right into Christmas. Mariah Carey defrosted yesterday. But goods and services slaps hard, baby. Stop sending money for the sake of just sending money. Like really, goods and services. If something goes wrong, you can get goods and services and they'll help you out. I'm not gonna name the leather guy that did this, but I'm gonna give you a situation I had. I sent friends and families like an imbecile because someone actually vouched for this guy. And he had two of my belts that I actually like gifted to someone. And me and that person no longer talk anymore. I love you, baby. But you gotta chill the fuck out. But goods and services would have helped me when this guy never returned my belt. It was a next gen big gold in the United States. Sent him to Releather, paid him full right away. Never sent it back. Been going back and forth 2 years. Like last year when I was in no, like 6 months ago when I was in my bad girl phase, hot girl summer was coming and I just blocked the guy. I was like, I'm not fucking dealing with it anymore, dude. Like I what's the point? You know, if this amount of money means everything to you, like it doesn't mean shit to me, I gotta fucking go. And I blocked them. But that would have helped me out. Goods and services. And you should get goods and services too, just in case the deal goes off, the deal goes wrong, and you can hit up PayPal and they will help you out. And because you some of the people in this hobby, and I say like 4 or 5%, I'm being too generous, like 30% of y'all be like stupid, like y'all, a lot of y'all are stupid. And I got to read this shit to you, okay? So this is actually from PayPal, and it tells you what's the difference between friends and family, goods and services payment. So when you send money, we ask you to choose a payment type. You can send money as a personal payment to friends and family, a purchase for goods and services, okay? Choosing to sending to a friend for the everyday exchange of money between you and your friends and family. You can use your personal payments when you send money as a gift. Split a lunch bill, pay your share of living expenses. I mean, you're being an adult, my guy. Right? You're being an adult. But here's the kicker. Personal payments aren't covered by PayPal purchase protection. Everyone in culture shock, I send friends and family. That's pretty much it. I send goods and services to everybody else because you never know. Things happen, man. And there's been a lot of scamming going on in the hobby, and we've talked about that. But you want to be able to have some security on your money. Because if you send the goods and services, bro, you have no protections. You're done. And of course, here is the purchases for goods and services. What you get from it. You choose paying for an item or service when buying goods or services. A wrestling belt is a good, baby. You can use this type of payment when you pay for an item you won in an auction. Buy merchandise online, download digital content, all that stuff. We cover eligible goods and service payments under PayPal purchase protection. You want that protection. Please stop sending people your money. Okay, because we have a lot of, even if someone that a couple of months, I know certain people in the hobby, but I still send the goods and services, right? I just you need to make sure you're protecting yourself because a lot of y'all are just sending the money willy-nilly. Also, the other rule: read the fucking rules. I know I said this last week when I was sick and we deleted it, but I want this up. Read the rules of the groups you're joining, okay? Belt Talk, for example. There's no fucking bootlegs. Stop posting bootlegs. Not recommendations, not doesn't. You got to learn about your belts. Not every big gold is a bootleg. I could fucking make a big gold right now and it'd be perfectly fine because it doesn't have any logos on it. But when you're adding the WWE logo, it becomes a problem. This page does not allow the sale, promotion, recommendations, or posting illegal made belts. That's what the fuck they want. I get it. You don't like it. There's other wrestling belt groups you can join, right? Look, make sure you read the rules so you don't get yourself kicked out of a group, right? Because again, these motherfuckers take this shit. I don't know why they take it so seriously, but they do, right? Big boys belts. Okay, they be kind and fucking courteous. Okay, don't be a dick. Or just because you're behind the keyboard, just chill out, man. Buy, sell, trade. They tell you some of the places like you to write your name and list the date and all that shit. It Read the rules because then it avoids just shit ton of drama. Let me tell you something. Go right now on Facebook. I like seriously. Go right now on Facebook and just post a random bootleg for sale on Bell Talk, and you're gonna probably have like in an hour, you're gonna have like probably like 60 people telling you that no bootlegs are allowed in that group. Just read the rules to avoid all this stuff. Okay, love those wrestling belts. Andy Bolger's group. You read, be kind and courteous, no hate speech or bullying, no belt sales. He doesn't allow belt sales. I understand why. He told me a while ago why. It's just too many problems. Now you know you can only post there your collections, post wrestling content, and move it along. Okay, the home front, we're home, all elite belts, right? They're great. They read their rules. Just read the fucking rules because you for some people take it too seriously. Me, I look at a post on Belt Talk with a bootleg, I don't give a shit, right? I don't fucking care. But the admins look at it and go, okay, this is a problem, and they remove it. But the problem is you have like 60, 80 more than that because there's a shit ton of people on Belt Talk, but like fucking almost like a shit ton of people ready to kill you because you've posted a bootleg on their page. I understand. But you gotta get to the point. You say, hey, it's my money. I understand. But these are these people's groups. Okay. I don't be posting my fucking bootlegs. I buy fucking bootleg. Fucking sue me. What do you want me to do about it, bro? I want a belt. I'm not reselling it. It's staying with me. Leave me the fuck alone. But there are groups that they don't want bootlegs. This just respect it, man. Like, I think that's what'll help us all. If we just respected each other's requests, we'll be perfectly fucking fine, right? And then finally, we have arrived. Those are the tips. Those are the tips, but I've been going on for too long. I need to talk about these defining moments. Okay. I need to talk about these defining moments of the World's Heavyweight Championship. Okay. Um, this is probably one of my favorite belts of all time. Just because it was important. Triple H made it important. I know a lot of people don't think because of the Reign of Terror, all that bullshit, but it was important. But here, to continue his audition for the host of this show, because I hate fucking doing this every moment of it. Here is the man, the myth, the legend to talk about defining moments, Mr. Matt Panetta. Matt, come on, baby.
You're lucky you put me in a better mood.
I did.
Welcome. You pissed me off backstage, Jay.
Why did I piss you off?
Those pictures.
What happened? Oh,
especially
bro, it's
world
bad.
title, bro. The new world title. That was disgusting.
Right.
Disgusting.
What were you cursing at? Like, does your wife want to go like, what the fuck is he doing down there, man?
No, she's
like,
upstairs.
Yeah, I saw you like you took off your glasses and you're like, what the fucking fuck?
Just praying a little bit.
Relax.
Man, it was even the snaps weren't lined up.
Dude.
But you know what? I'll give that maker a little bit of credit. At least the lion looked like a lion and not like a baboon.
He's speaking of the new World Heavyweight Championship. And Matt, I don't have the belt yet. It's on the Christmas list.
Oh, well.
Oh my fucking God. Bro. Yo, what in the world is going on? Okay. I love it. So, Matt, listen. We need to talk, you and I. You got to take over the show, baby. But listen, we're going to talk about the defining moments of the World Heavyweight Championship.
There's a lot.
Talk to me just about the design. Your thoughts on the design. I know
next to the Winged Eagle, which I think
right there,
the greatest.
Now, are you one of those believers of this is a completely different belt from the Crumb Ryan, or it's the same thing, just missing a logo?
I want to say that it is a continuation. It's part of the legacy. When I think of the big gold belt, I think of the WWE version as well as the original Crumb Ryan.
Very, very nice. So let's talk defining moments, baby, because we grew up ruthless aggression.
That's
right?
it. I think one of the first ones has to be Kurt Angle being the first to win the big goal, right? In the WWF after defeating Booker T.
Yeah.
Now his
Yes.
second run was a little bit more memorable, but after the merger with WCW, it's a big deal bringing this belt into the company. And
then you go to September the 2nd, 2002, or September the 3rd. It was one of those 2 dates where this happened. Now, I would want to say initial thought, but I do want to get your initial thought on one thing first. What was your thought when I'm Back hit the Titantron and Vince McMahon introduced Eric Bischoff as the general manager of Monday Night Raw?
Thinking back, man, like suspending my disbelief. It was I loved it. I was all for it. I was excited. Like, what's Eric gonna do? Like, why is he here? What's he gonna bring to the table? I was all for what was next. And when the big gold was revealed, man, I was excited. It was always, if not tied for first, a very close second after the Winged Eagle. I think it's arguably the most prestigious title design in wrestling history.
So he brings it back, and I think right away it was, how do me as a kid, I just thought, now we have 2 world champions. The title is disputed, so it went from Brock Lesnar holding the undisputed championship to the WWE championship. And I noticed this past week, when I was finally, ladies and gentlemen, sold on Mr. LA Knight. Yes, it took me this long, because the moment Roman tried to raise that undisputed championship, LA Knight, bro, I downloaded the song.
Like a boss, bro.
Puppy, I downloaded the song, and I walk into work with that shit playing because I'm a king and I don't give a shit. I have too many bills to care. So I put that on LA Knight, and I just
he's over. The pop he gets, bro.
Like
Crown Jewel is Saturday, and even though I don't think he's going to be walking out of the premium live event as the champion, man, I'm excited though. I'm excited to see what they do with it, because LA Knight is next to Cody Rhodes. I'd say he's the hottest thing in WWE.
But let me ask you this. It needs to be something creative. It needs to be something that, John, okay, I see you, Pim.
On Stokes.
WCW. But Matt, it needs to be something very creative, because I'm concerned as a fan. And mind you, I've been an LA Knight fan for like 6 days. Again, the interruption to Roman's, I feel like all that is Roman. I feel like I'm sure that was Roman's idea, because Roman, I've noticed, we've come such a far off from the sucker and succotash thing.
Yeah.
That the little winces in his face, the way that he the way he looks at the camera, he just does his little winces.
The head motions, that way he turns it, like the body language is very telling. And the way he almost was defeated when he was holding up that belt,
yes,
slowly raises it back down. Man, like that's poetic. And I'm wondering if are they foreshadowing what's going to happen? I don't know. But when you look at it through a critical lens like that, it makes you excited.
It makes you feel
what
like
could happen. Is Roman gonna lose?
Bro, we could talk about Roman all day.
I got goosebumps just by thinking about it, baby.
But I've noticed that LA Knight referred to the belt as the WWE Championship. He didn't refer to it as the undisputed championship.
That's
He
right.
referred to it as the WWE Championship. So again, here we are in 2023, and for the third time that I can remember, WWE is going back to the WWE Championship and taking the disputed out. So you
hope
have
that's
two champions now. You got Eric Bischoff. You got Triple H getting handed that title. Did you think it was going to be as big as it got?
I don't know if I thought it was going to get as big as it got, just because I was like everybody, just at the edge of their seat, wondering like what's going to happen. Bringing the big gold, like to kind of riff off Shane's comment. Being a WCW fan, I remember flipping back and forth on Monday nights when I was a kid, and I loved the big gold belt. And to see it in WWE, man, I was so excited to see that, bro. I've got 3 or 4 or 5. I don't even have lost count how many different variations of the big gold I have behind me.
I love that so much, Bob. I really do. And so you get the World Heavyweight Championship, and obviously, you know, he defends against RVD, retains. The whole Katie Vick thing, and Kane, and at No Mercy, which I think to this day, we talked about it last episode, to this day, the best Hell in a Cell match I have ever seen. Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker, super underrated. And then we get to continue what we're going to talk about later on, to the Elimination Chamber. But then after taking over, you know, Shawn Michaels twice, and then who was it, Big Papa Pump, you get one of the biggest atrocities. Please explain it to the people so they can know. Explain it. This atrocity on our screen.
Oh, Booker T.
My God.
Where do I start, man? This is what, WrestleMania 19?
Yeah. Good WrestleMania. It was a good I liked it. It was a good WrestleMania.
Was a good WrestleMania. But just, I'm at a loss for words, bro. Just how much they
Why? What was the purpose of that, man?
I don't know,
what was
man.
The purpose? Because you could have made Booker T a star right here.
This was the moment to make Booker T the star. This was, because you figure Booker T comes in, right?
Yeah.
Into the WWE, WWF. And at this point, rising him up, and there was no other moment, I think, in Booker T's WWE career where he could have been the biggest star in the promotion. Yep, Joe says it. Defeated The Rock to get this shot. You beat arguably one of 2 of the biggest stars in the Attitude Era, The Rock. To be elevated to this status, only to but John's right? Only to lose. To lose. But this is you alluded to this, man. The Reign of Terror. A lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. As a kid, I hated it. I hated Triple H's guts.
Like, me too, bro. I couldn't stand that motherfucker. Oh my God, I could not.
I don't think out of any wrestler from the 90s to the 2000s, I hated more than Triple H.
Yeah.
My dad hated Triple H. I remember watching this WrestleMania with my dad, and just when he won, just like we both just like, I was backstage just cursing, bro. Just cursing. Little Matt was just, I was not.
You were just going off, bro.
I hated Hunter. I hated him. And to this day, like, I look back and I see the legacy. I see how he elevated the big gold. And I appreciate it more now than I did when I was younger. But when you believe in this and you're buying into the characters, you're buying into the storyline, and you're raising Booker to the level that, man, I can only imagine. He could have gone on to do so many great things if he had won that title, and yet just crushed that dream.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
Man, I'm still upset about it when I think back. I think back to it, not as upset as I felt when I was looking at those shitty bootlegs, but pretty close.
And he still had a lot of like, he still had a lot of energy in him. Like when he became King Booker, I love the King Booker run,
I love
but
King
I
Booker.
feel like he could have had a good babyface run right here. And
look at his face,
it was just
man.
one.
Look how serious he's looking at her.
And then the whole racial undertone stuff that was going on too, and you're
Absolutely.
thinking, yeah, and they did that on purpose, obviously, to get an emotion from the audience. But you're like, shit, he's gonna get his comeuppance. He's gonna get it. WrestleMania comes and then he pins him, and then it's not even that. It's not that he fucking pins him. He pedigrees him, and then waits. I think it's like 12 seconds or 8 seconds or something like that to crawl over and cover him to say, hey, I got him. I put him down. He was out for like 15, 20 seconds. And it blows, man. It blows. And then we finally have the break of the Reign of Terror. It was a pause. No, you know what? No, I'm not going to say a pause. I think this is the end of it. And here's why. Let me explain it to you before I'm going to let you go into full detail response. Let me tell you why I think this was the end of the Reign of Terror. And I don't believe it was a Reign of Terror. I don't. Because he got it in September of 2002, lost it in November of 2002, won it back in December, and then didn't lose it until Unforgiven, which is September. That's just 9 months. Goldberg held it to December, and then he loses it to the next match that we're going to show. So it really wasn't a Reign of Terror. I think it was just for a 9-month period. That's a fucking Reign of Terror. He lost the damn belt. Talk to me, Matt. You've watched Michaels go down.
Yeah.
You have watched Steiner go down. You have watched Booker, Nash, Jericho, and the Elimination Chamber. Randy was a part of that, but he was more Evolution. Michaels, Nash, all that stuff. You've watched it. What did this moment mean to you back in 2003?
When Goldberg won it? I hate Goldberg with a passion.
Hold on a second, bro. Hold on. You hate this Goldberg? This particular time Goldberg. Matthew. Then you didn't hate Triple H?
I was a Brock Lesnar guy.
Oh my God.
Always have been. Always
Explain to me this moment to you. Explain to me how you felt.
I was happy when I was a kid. I enjoyed him winning the belt for sure. But man, I disagree with your thoughts that it wasn't a Reign of Terror. When you listed off all the guys that he defeated.
But how?
He defeated
Roman hold on a second, Matthew. Okay. Roman is on a Reign of Terror right now.
Is
and
he?
I like Roman.
Is he even on TV?
Hey, hold on a second. You acknowledge your tribal chief. You acknowledge your fucking tribal chief. Okay?
No,
but tell me how it's not a Reign of Terror. How is it a Reign of Terror?
It is. He defeated everyone from WCW. Everyone. This was the biggest fuck you to WCW. From Booker to Nash to Flair. And I know him and Flair have had a great relationship. But every WCW guy that came into the business, Triple H, he defeated.
But who beat him?
I know who beat him, but why did he beat him? Why did he beat him?
What
was going on?
You're going to talk about the groin injury?
The groin injury. Then he married Steph.
You son of a bitch.
That's the only reason.
Yo, hold on a second. We need to read this. Hold on. Hello. Sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chats, bots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quantity. Keep going.
Who's letting all these bots in? At least you're not posting porn, I guess. That's the
no. Hey, that's a good thing. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, it had to do with the injury. It had to do with marrying Stephanie. That's if he.
Oh, I forgot about the wedding.
Okay. And the wedding, man, that's another key factor. If he and Steph weren't going to get married at the time, and if he didn't get hurt, I don't think he would have lost. Now, granted, when Goldberg won, this was a huge moment. The build was great. And Goldberg, it's a good picture that you put up. So it captures that moment, I think, really nicely. yeah, it was a huge moment in WWE history to see a former WCW champion holding the new kind of variation of the big gold in the WWE and beating Triple H, the King of Kings, right? Like this is awesome stuff. But
I
and
I really did enjoy that run, and then we jump. We have to like get in the time machine and jump to 2000
sure,
and six. But then you have Undertaker,
hmm
and think
Undertaker
about
held the
this,
belt what 3 times, I think.
yeah,
3 times he held this belt.
and and he, I think his booking was limited when he was challenging for the WWE Championship, and it was still the spinner.
hmm
You Undertaker's not gonna win and fucking wear the spinner, right? And the
No,
spinner we know is a merchandise king. And
yeah,
you fuckers still have the fucking audacity. You have the fucking I swear to fucking
you should
God.
go full screen for this. Oh, look what happened.
If
He's
I
so angry he
fucking
fell off.
see a full if I see a fucking oh my s- stop booting your fucking spinners. There's no need for you. That it doesn't. No one's gonna make it fucking better. Okay, stop. Your mother loves you. Your mother wants you to save money. You have your electric bill. You have your light bill to fucking consider. Then a bootleg spinner. If you want a spinner, hit me up and say, Jay, look, I really want a spinner. I can't find the one. I was thinking of one in Pakistan. I will give you mine because I hate the fucking belt. Stop booting spinners. Jesus Christ. Don't mind. I'm sorry. There was
No,
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 there's no, there
don't
was no
don't
need.
don't apologize.
My
Go off,
apology.
King. Go
No,
off.
please continue. That was unnecessary. So
No,
Undertaker
I think
defeats
it was
Batista.
you're completely in line. Okay,
What
just breathe.
thoughts at this defining moment of the animal evolution's animal after being on a great run?
Beat
Evolution's
Batista.
animal was finally
Yeah,
defeated.
Batista for the first time, and I believe the second run with the title is when he beat Edge, and we'll get into Edge in a minute. And
Yep.
I think the third was CM Punk, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yes.
He
Hell
beat
in a
Punk.
Cell, I believe.
I think, yeah, that sounds right. Um, I love seeing Undertaker hold this belt. For me, I know some people really, really loved it when Goldberg won. I hate Goldberg for a lot of reasons, especially with Bret Hart, because like
You
my
got to get
Canadian
right
bias,
with God, bro. You got to get right with God.
my Canadian bias is showing. But when Undertaker won, yeah, this meant a lot to me. What's up, Nico? This meant a lot to me. Undertaker's always been one of my favorites, and to see him win this world title, and yeah, what a moment. This is really what I think pushed me personally at this stage as a wrestling fan to really fall in love with this belt. I know Triple H is the one that defined it, right? But when Undertaker held it, that's when I was like, oh, this belt really means something to me.
And it looked good on him too, Matt. It looked
Oh
good on
man, it fit him. It fit him
him.
perfectly. Like Undertaker's badass, regardless of whether he's holding the winged eagle, the
And you know
big
what I
eagle, or
enjoyed
the
more?
world.
You know what I enjoyed more? When he was walking down, instead of him holding it, he will hold it in his hand.
Yeah,
Because this is the Undertaker. This is the Phenom, right? He don't give a fuck about the belt, right?
no.
But he would walk with it. He wouldn't walk with it. There were times he walked with it on. I didn't like that. I like when
Sometimes
he
around,
held
yeah.
it. When he held it and he just walked through the ring with it. I thought that was badass. Now talk to me about one of the I really enjoyed this WrestleMania. So I'm biased about it, but tell me about the Hell's Gate and what did you think about the first time you saw him use that?
This was completely out of, I guess, what we knew about Undertaker's element, right? As a
Yep.
wrestler, and for him to pull this kind of a move, I remember just watching, like, well, what's gonna happen? What's going on? Undertaker's putting him in a submission. Such a big man, putting a guy into a chokehold like this, a submission like this. This again, I was just flabbergasted watching, like, what's gonna happen to Edge? Do we call him Edge or Adam Cole? I guess Edge.
Mr. Copeland.
Mr. Copeland. But yeah, man, seeing Undertaker evolve at this stage in his career, it was amazing. Just incredible to see what a performer he has become. And at this point in time, man, I remember thinking, like, how much longer is Taker going to go? Right? How much gas does he have in his tank? Because he's getting older at the time. And
Yeah, yeah, you're
you
right.
didn't know how much longer he was really going to go. And for him to win the title was fantastic. I got to agree with Drew 100%.
Yeah.
Edge was an amazing villain. I've got three nameplates on my big gold, my 3D big gold, but the two are Triple H and the other one is Edge. Because for me, next to, I would say, Taker, Edge and Triple H, their runs with the belt were defining. They were probably the most memorable for myself. Both incredible heels.
Yes, Joseph. You're correct. And you know, you're gonna disagree. You may disagree with me on this. I think that this was the fall of the World's Heavyweight Championship.
I love Punk. I am a huge Punk fan. Vinny, if he's watching, I know he's busy living his life, traveling the States.
The man is a god. He really is.
They will erect statues of him one day in every state.
I already have. I have a, seriously, Matt.
Yeah.
There's a port. He needs to send me this shit, and I think I have to hit up his wife to send it to me. There is a photo of Vincent when he was like 12. And ladies and gentlemen, I have two best friends. One's name is Daniele. She's single. She's ready to go if you're down. And then Vinny Vegas. And Vinny's dad is probably one of the most talented people I have ever heard of. This man does amazing portraits. And he made a portrait of Vinny when he was 12. And it's this beautiful portrait. And I told him I have a space in my living room ready for him to send it to me so I can hang it up. And he still hasn't sent it to me, so I gotta get with his wife to send it to me so I can pay the shipping. Because it's expensive to ship shit. If you don't ship wrestling belts, bro, it's expensive to ship stuff. But so tell me, Vinny Vegas, this World Heavyweight Championship win, CM Punk.
Well, he knows I'm a big Punk mark. So as much as I love CM Punk, and Punk held this title, I believe, also 3 times, much like The Undertaker. He beat Edge and then Jeff Hardy twice for this belt. This was one of the most least memorable title holders of the big gold. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. They did not. I don't think they utilized Punk as much as they could have. I don't want to say it's the downfall, because we had some moments after this that it was elevated once again. But
like what, Matthew?
Like what?
Do not say Daniel Bryan.
I was gonna say, for Jones. Is Jones listening? Dolph Ziggler winning the title.
Oh Jesus! I'm not even gonna argue because I'm gonna hear it for like 8 days. Okay, fine.
Okay, Dolph Ziggler.
I'll give you that.
No, you tell me. I have something to say. And I know Jones loves Dolph Ziggler. Right? He's hoping he shows up in TNA, because Dolph Ziggler is the greatest thing since sliced bread. All right, but you tell me, Dolph Ziggler was awarded the big gold. Okay, and it was recognized. So then I would like to know, and I'm going to ask Jones this when I get the chance, why don't we count Ted DiBiase when he was awarded and defended the Winged Eagle? We acknowledge Dolph Ziggler, right, holding this belt. He's a one-time world champion. We don't acknowledge Ted. So Dolph Ziggler, Mark Henry. Mark, you gotta acknowledge Mark Henry, bro. There's the Hall of Pain. Mark Henry won this.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, no, I definitely, you definitely now making me look, look back at my memories, because the Hall of Pain was awesome, bro.
And you don't want me to say Daniel Bryan? Daniel Bryan, the Yes Movement, holding both titles.
Because at that point, Matt, to be quite honest with you, the belt to me was trash. It was complete ass. They even changed the belt. So there's things on the. So when you who are new to this, when wrestling belts are made, some of them have cuts, and what it means, how much out from the actual overlap of the metal plates does the leather go? And you know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I see it in your eyes. Okay, you sick son of a bitch. I see it in your eyes. Wasn't that thick, and it made the belt look smaller. It made the belt look freaking weird, and it
The
meant
worst leather
nothing. It
cut.
was
It was the
literally
worst leather
a
cut that the belt's ever
consolation
seen.
prize at that point. You don't agree with that?
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. But the legacy of Daniel Bryan, what he did, how he
Yeah,
captivated the
true.
crowd,
Yeah.
holding
Oh, you're
both
fucking
belts, the
right.
yes move.
You're
Man, it was
right as
great.
always. Yes, you're fucking
on.
right, Matt. Jesus.
John Cena held this belt too 4 times.
He
4
did.
times.
He
John Cena held
Big
this belt.
Match John is what they call
Okay.
him.
So
Matt,
we got to
listen.
give credit where credit's due, bro.
I do agree with that we do have to give credit where credit is due. But here's the thing. I feel, and I don't know who's gonna agree and disagree with this. But listen, bro, I have a problem with Jack Swagger winning that World Heavyweight Championship. Okay. I'm sorry. I
No, I
really
agree
do.
with
It
you.
didn't mean like
100%.
anything to me.
No.
So, Matt, you know something, baby?
What's up?
I appreciate you.
I appreciate
Like,
you,
I really
Jay.
do. Thank you so much for coming on. Matt's gonna
As
be on for our
always.
later segments. I appreciate you, baby. I know your private parts hang below the knees. So thank you for coming on and showing us some love. I appreciate you, Pop.
Thank you, Jay. We'll talk soon.
My God, this whole wrestling belt thing, it's insane. Listen, I'm gonna bring on Jameson right now. I love the kid more than any. Jameson, I think what I'm next year, what I'm gonna do is me and my family go to the Outer Banks of the great state of North Carolina, and I think we're so close down there that I can drive out for like 2-3 hours and see Jameson and hang out with him and see Catherine too, and hang out with them and say hello and stuff like that. But I really want to do that. I'm gonna talk to you guys right now about your replicas, the belts that you're gonna buy and put up on your fucking shelves. WWE, by the way, is very devious, and this first belt that I'm gonna bring on shows you that. But before I do, I am gonna bring on my good friend, the host. Look at him, JB the Rocking Duck. Jameson Bennett, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna admit this in the front of the world. You're probably a really good friend of mine that I really enjoy having you around, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Jameson Bennett. Jameson, come on in here, baby. JB the motherfucking rocker. How are you, baby?
Yeah, I'm doing great. You know,
You chilling, baby. So season 2, I said to you, Jameson, I wanted to teach you about the hobby. It's lesson time again, baby. I'm gonna teach you about a belt that it was one of my favorite belts, like I was telling people on here, right? And you remember watching wrestling around this time, right? Ruthless Aggression time.
yeah.
Okay.
I think I didn't fall off until Straight Edge Savior Punk. That's when I fell off for a little while.
Oh, me. Oh no, we have so much in common. So did I. I did not watch that, bro. I did not watch that.
But I came back for Punk running out with the belt.
Me too, Jameson. Me too. That's when I was like, oh, you know what, Jameson? You're going to laugh at me, but I actually made a YouTube video in one of my old YouTube channels. If you guys find it, send it to me. Because I was like pissed off. For some reason, I was like in kayfabe and outside of kayfabe. Like I didn't believe it, but I knew that it was fake. And I was like, what the I had a big ego, a WWE shop big ego. And I was like, what happened to this belt? What? It was like the funniest thing that you'll ever see. If you guys find it, please send it to me. But Jameson, I'm gonna bring you to school, baby. First of all, how's NASCAR going, Bob?
Bro, my guy got eliminated in the second round of the playoffs, so I'm a little pissed off about that still. But
bro, I love the fact that you love NASCAR.
The championship week is gonna be lit this weekend, bro. I don't care who wins it, except for Kyle Larson.
You ready to go, baby? You ready to go?
I'm gonna go watch my aunt and uncle actually.
Oh yeah,
it's a tradition, man. I go see it with them. Like
drink some beers and shit, have some wings.
I don't really drink. I might eat some wings now.
All right, yeah. You know what? let me know and then I'll have a drink for you. How about that?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll pick you one.
Nice. So listen, baby, the official replica from WWE Shop. Now, Jameson, here you are. How many belts you got in your collection? What, two?
I've got two. I guess you'd say boots.
The
Uh,
custom and the Vegas Big O,
Oh,
right?
so not just the cut. Yeah, the custom actually is for the show. I didn't know if we were counting that. I've got the
Of course,
oval
we're counting
IC,
that. It's a wrestling belt, baby.
the oval IC as well, but that's not in my possession. I
Yep.
lost that one in a prediction battle,
Mhm.
so it's a makeshift Pilot Rock Intercontinental right now.
So you have three in total.
Yeah, I've got three.
So this is what I want you to do. I want you to imagine
Hmm.
it's like April 4th, and Uncle Sam finally sent you that refund they've owed you for all these years.
Mm.
And you're gonna go and buy a big gold WWE World Heavyweight Championship, a belt that has been raised to the tops of legacy status by the Game, Triple H, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Bill Goldberg, whether Matt Panetta likes it or not. And also, I know people don't like to say it, and I'm not glamorizing a murderer because fuck him for what he did. But Chris
Oh yeah,
Benoit, right? It was a
yeah.
belt that was elevated. So here's the problem, Jameson. When you have this money and you're gonna go buy this replica, you're gonna look at this and go, I remember that Jay said that a belt needed to be 4 millimeters because it was gonna be good. Do you think this is a 4 millimeter belt that we're looking at right now?
It's probably a two on simulated weather.
So here's the thing, Bobby. I know why you said that because you see WWE shop on it. That is
Yeah,
not that is not the 4 millimeter.
yeah.
WWE is scamming people a little bit. Nah, I think that's harsh. They're misleading, nigga. There you go. That sounds better. They're misleading. This is what you're gonna see when you go on WWE Shop, Jameson.
Hmm.
And if you look right here, and I have the mouse for a reason. You
Yeah.
see this right here? You see the mouse right here, right? It
Hold
looks like
on.
a fly.
Oh,
That right there, that's a
oh yes.
4 millimeter. That's 4 millimeters right there. The two
Okay.
millimeter doesn't look like that. And this belt, the belt that you're gonna receive, is not this detailed, right?
Oh.
Because this belt is a 4 millimeter, and what they're really selling is a 2 millimeter belt.
Hmm.
Now these pictures are from A&J's belts. Jameson, would you and don't I want you to be honest. Would you be happy with this belt if I sent it to you?
I don't really know. I can't make anything out on it other than the globe towards the bottom where the nameplate is.
So you're saying
Like,
that the details are off.
I've taken shits to look better than that, man. I don't know what's going on with that.
No, I know what you're saying. Like the details is barely ever like obviously it's noticeable, but you can't really go into details about what you're looking at, right?
Yeah.
Now this is what you're gonna get from the WWE shop, right? Again, the picture that I showed you earlier is of the 4 millimeter next gen. That's the one you want to get.
Hmm.
This is what's currently on the shop, and you can get this probably for $349, maybe a little less, Jameson. Like if you were to wait, yo, hold on, my kid is in here, bro. Yo, what's good, baby? Look, yo, say what's up to the niggas. Say what's up. Look at the camera. Say peace in our time. No cap. You going to bed? All right, I love you. Mwah. Hey, you have a good night, all right? If you get scared, you come chill, but try to be a big kid, okay? All right. Too sweet, woo woo. Close the door, please. Don't have fucking kids. They're awful. Like it's just I love her to death and I will burn this entire world down. But don't have kids. But back to our regularly scheduled programming. Jameson, this is the belt that you're gonna get from the shop. And the problem is it is not the belt you want. It's not heavy, it's not detailed, it's not and it's obviously like misleading, right? So you don't want
Yeah.
to pay for this. This is what I want you to pay for. And that unknown maker that I told you about earlier still has those belts, these plates. He probably sold them to somebody else, but this is the belt that I suggest for you to get. Um,
Mhm.
the official replica Figures Inc. Next Generation. Okay,
Mm.
Little different here, Jameson. Tell me, compared to this is the 4mm. What do you think of the detail?
I can see it a lot better. I mean, it
Look at
doesn't
this,
have as
Jameson.
much. I mean, before you even zoomed in, I could make out what it was, unlike the other belt you showed me, and I
Right?
appreciate that. I love the red gems. I remember when I had my little toy DDP version of
Yeah,
the
the
big
WCW.
from WCW. Came with the vest and the elbow pads, but never mind all that. But that belt came with it, and I remember the guy getting German super. What is it? Is it German? No, it's belly to belly
Yeah,
suplexed. I remember the red gems were on it. Even as a toy, it had perfect like pronunciation of
it
what
looked
you're seeing
good, baby,
on
right? It looked
like
good.
that, just like that, but way this looks way better. This
And
looks
look at
like a
that curve.
steroid version of that, and I
Yeah,
love it.
look at that curve. Look at that beautiful curve. It's
Hmm.
nicely curved. And it, guys, it came like this. This is rare to find now, right? Like you can't just go on shop and get this anymore, Jameson. Like you get, like I told you earlier, you get the 2mm, baby. And
Hmm.
like you're telling me, like this, the curves is beautiful, the
Hmm.
details is glorious. It
Hmm.
just it looks good. It really looks good, man.
Pops
And
off the
then
screen in all the right ways.
look, you have, again, you have the detail. You can see it.
Mhm.
And let me tell you something, Jameson. I think, like, yeah, you and I were actually in a group chat when I was actually putting my 2mm big gold up for sale. This
Mhm.
was like 2-3 years ago or something like that. But I was, because I had it, and
Mhm.
I learned less belt, just the tip number like 6, just because someone says that there's a rumor that the belt's coming out, is not coming out. I saw that belt 3 years ago because I was told that the new version, the shop version of it, was going to come out, and still 3 years later hasn't come out. Tell me about this detail, Jameson.
Well, it's really pronounced on the wrestlers. I love that, and I love the what do you call that, man? The floral pattern. Is that what you call
Yeah,
that?
the floral crown was sexy too. Yeah,
And your gems on your crown, and especially that there's a red one right in the middle, and there's 4 little white ones at the bottom. They diversified the color in it. They spread it around, give it some love. I like that.
and it
You know,
allows it allows the gems to pop. And here at the end, Jameson, we have the figures ink, and that's how you're gonna know that you got the right belt, right? If you have a WWE shop, that's how you
mhm,
know that it's, hey, this is not the right one. I need to get the figures ink and make sure that it's actually 4mm. All right.
mhm.
Jameson, thank you so much, baby. You know I appreciate you. I love you so much. Pots That Rock, make sure you go watch them. Jameson, you got anything else to say to the people?
I'm beating Billy's ass this weekend for that rematch for my belt.
My boy
After that,
Billy.
I don't know. I don't know where we're going next, man. It's gonna take some detours probably. But we got Survivor
My
Series.
boy.
We're gonna have our first ever faction predictions.
Nice. Get me in on that, bro. Get
If
me
you
in
want
on
to
that.
be on my team, be on their team. I don't care, man.
I'll be
Pick
on
one.
your team, Poppy. I'll be on your team. All right.
I
Jameson
appreciate
Bennett, thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you.
it. Thank you.
Mm. Joey can laugh because I told Joey that he has full, like, he can say whatever the fuck he wants. And I just know, like, it's always a fucking problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I give you Mr. Joseph Batanza. Joey, come in here. Hey, baby.
How you doing?
Why? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
For a group of niggas that don't like drama, we're always involved in some stupid shit. Why?
I don't know. Could be jealousy. I don't
Don't
know.
say that, because then we're cocky if we say that.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know.
Look, we want everybody to win. We want everybody to win. Am I right or am I wrong, Joseph? We want everybody to win.
We do. You know, I try to stay out of it. Like if it was a couple years ago, I would have got involved. But now I'm like, I don't
Hold
want
on.
to.
Like this is real TV. I gotta go pee. hold on a second before I'm gonna have you go on a tangent. So, like, can you tell me why you hate people that are middlemen? Tell them why while I go pee. And the reason why I said that because he's gonna go on a tangent. Go on.
Listen, I used to buy from middleman, okay? Middleman will sell you a product because they're trying to get their maker some business. Okay? That's all that is. All right? I'm not a fan of middleman. I think middlemen are worthless, but that's me. Okay? Maybe they control the language barrier because if you order, they could be the middle person like, hey, tell the maker, hey, this is what he actually wants. But for me, I'd rather go directly to the maker. But you have middlemen who will try to put down other makers just so their maker, like they'll put over their maker. Like you see middlemen now, they will say this. Like, oh, get this belt, get this belt, get this belt. Buy from us, because, try our maker. Like, dude, you don't need a middleman. There's no middleman needed. I'm sorry. I know some middleman, but I'm sorry. I just wouldn't use a middleman. I don't think they're needed. I mean, I understand why some people would go through a middleman, but like after what happened a couple years ago, a lot of people getting burned by a middleman, there's no need to. I mean, there was a middleman, I'll say this. There was a middleman who would go live. He would say this is the same quality as Reggie Parks. When you knew it wasn't, but he was trying to sell. Jay, I'm glad you came in on this part because I was just telling these people that
I heard the whole thing because I had my earbuds
There
on.
used to be the middleman who would say this is the same quality as Reggie Parks.
Yeah.
And we all knew that was lie. They were trying to upsell you. But if you bought the belt, you got it, and you're like, this don't look like no Reggie Parks. This is a $200, bad belt.
Here's the problem with that. And I learned this very before we go. Let me show these people the comments because people like to show their stuff on there. Design sits on Carmine Thompson shove. I agree. Dave Milliken. LA Knight will win the others. I don't know, bro. Joey, what do you think, bro?
Not happening.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think so either. I think they have to be very creative.
I think it's too early.
I don't think so, bro.
I think they should have fought at the Rumble. But that's my.
Bro, he is a toxic boy. So,
what up, Drew?
Joey, like
yes.
when we talk about these, I'm okay with you selling whatever it is that you want to sell.
Yeah.
Right. And before I say anything else, I wanna show you something. This is hardcorehector.com. And the reason why I'm putting up is that this motherfucker has a blog. Go on this blog and look for wrestling belt reviews. And he has full reviews of wrestling belts. It is very informative. He knows what he's talking about. And those where I got some of these pictures of the next gen world heavyweight because there was no other belts to be found. When I looked them up, go follow this guy. Go look at his blog. It'll give you a lot of information that is good for you. But when it comes to the bullshit middleman that we're talking about, Joseph, one of the things that I didn't understand is when these people would say, "This is Reggie quality. This challenges Classic Shields." What did you think the customer was going to say when they received that belt at home? Of course it's going to be a problem.
But if the customer had never seen a Reggie, they would think it was great. But if you were educated, you would know. It's just false, misleading information.
Drew says hi.
What up, Drew? Hey, I'm happy Bedoy's getting his belts.
But Joseph, I want, because you're ingrained, you and I can't say you, I can't say because I'm always creeping. I may not look active, but I'm always creeping. I can't mind my business.
I'm creeping, like I want to say stuff, but then I'm like, I'm holding it back.
So listen, Mike Jones.
I don't want to do it.
Let me tell you something, bro. I love our group so fucking much. I haven't talked to him in like 6 days, and he just hit me up today, like, bro, I set up the shit for GTS tonight. I'm like, I love you, Pop. He's like, I love you too. I love those kinds of relationships. 'Cause I'm not forced to do anything.
He sent it to me like this morning. It's like, yo, I sent it like because we always talk Fight Forever, about the video game, about the update, and life stuff and everything else.
Yeah.
But like he's like, yo, set up the stream. I'm like, cool, he's like, you're all set. I'm like, awesome. Thank
That
you.
man is living his life right now, and I can't be happier.
Yo, that boy got a
cannot be
cowboy hat on, man. That boy.
I told him, bro, if you don't get cowboy hat and like a shirt, because he's in Texas, and like a belt buckle, I was like, make sure you get the belt buckle, bro. Like the guy is living his life. And so Joey, we're entangled in the unofficial market.
Mhm.
Bootlegs. Unofficial market. I got, like I showed you guys before, an IWGP V4. 6mm stack. It weighs 21 pounds. I would go get it because it's in our bedroom because
Mhm.
a brother needs some inspiration. And what more inspiration than an IWGP V4 sitting in a chest in your bedroom while you clapping cheeks?
You know what's
can't tell me
crazy
you
is I'm
can't do
selling
that.
my collection. So it's like,
You are?
yes,
¿Por qué, Joseph?
I'm only keeping 2 belts.
What belts are you keeping? IC and Winged Eagle.
No, the Winged Eagle and the UFC V3.
We need to talk. Please don't sell those. I'll trade you. No.
Yes.
Oh no,
Yes.
Joseph. Okay, all right.
If you want me to explain, I can, but I mean,
Oh my God, no. Sure, explain, because this is a collection show. Why are you selling off
Listen.
your belts?
I was looking at my belts and I'm like, you know what? Like I finished my collection, I think you should set a list and finish, set a list of like, say like 10, 12, 14, whatever belts you want,
Okay.
and stick
Did you
to that
find
plan.
God, bro?
Huh?
Did you find God? Yeah. No.
No.
I'm all for anyone
No.
practicing their religion.
No, I
want to know.
No, I was just looking and like, I'm like a couple months ago, I finished my collection back in April. I'm like, I'm finished. I'm done. But then I'm like, now what? So
You don't touch them.
I get bored with
You
stuff
don't touch
easily.
them like I do. Oh my God.
So like back in 08, okay, I'll give you like, it's like with cars, okay?
Mhm.
I probably had about like 5 cars since 2008 because I get bored with them every 2 years. So I get a new car.
Jesus, Joseph.
But I'm just looking at these belts like, like it was fun to collect. The mission's over. Now
No,
what?
bro. No, I
think
want to
the
cry.
chase.
Bro, to this day,
But-
this is one of my best picks of the year. The North
I know
American NXT.
it's a beautiful
Don't
belt.
do it, bro. No.
But to
Damn
you know
it,
what?
Joseph.
When I see that belt, it reminds me of the black and gold.
Oh,
But-
no. Oh, my
but-
heart.
Listen,
My
Jay.
poor heart, bro.
Listen, Jay. I have money, okay? But I love money.
No,
So-
but you ain't capping, though, bro. Preach your truth, King, because I'm here for it.
Mhm. But I'm just now. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna tell you this because it's a surprise. But
Don't make me cry in front of Panetta, bro.
No,
Don't do
but
it.
I'm just looking at like I'm selling the DTOFs too.
No.
Yes.
Oh, Drew. Yo, we need to get like a support group of like us like together in a group where we watch old NXTs because Black and Gold was fucking goated, bro.
Give
But
me
Joseph,
Aleister
no.
Black and Adam Cole. Woo!
Baby. Oh, but keep going, Joey.
But I'm just looking at the collection like, it's
I don't know,
it's
bro.
just belts now.
No, bro. Nawaz changed that for me, bro.
Oh, I know. I have about, let me see, 1, 2, 4 Nawaz belts.
So look at this belt. How much you think? Because originally this was James Taylor's belt. Okay.
I held that
And
belt.
again, have heard from him? Because those hookers probably murdered him. or
I held
something,
that belt, but I also had to sanitize my hands after holding that belt because it was in his possession.
James does a lot of freaky stuff with a lot of women, and I've talked to him about it, but It seems like to go through 100. Did you know, Joey, that him are going to a cruise to get the Jericho cruise, and Matt Morabito's coming, so we're like gonna build forts together and like paint our toenails and stuff. Like obviously when we go through all the festivities, but we're gonna have a great time, bro. It's okay, just say it. It's fine. You can just say it for what it is. Fine. Go ahead. I won't get mad.
Hey,
go ahead.
But you know where SummerSlam will be next year?
Where?
Possibly here in Cleveland.
Can I go stay at your house?
Hell yeah, man. That's a front runner, man. Let's go.
Okay. Will James come over and stay, or he's still banned from your house?
Hell no.
Okay. All right. So
all
right, we're gonna make that. Let's talk about that because I want to make
restraining order, man. I think Jones is coming too.
Yo, stop playing, bro.
I'm serious, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, bro? Let's do it, bro.
Yeah. They're the front runner. They're the front runner. It's not official, but they're the front runner.
Oh, if it becomes official, I will be there. Okay.
We're going. This will be my second SummerSlam ever attended.
And then we can have a barbecue too.
Dude, I'll make y'all steaks.
You got a BJ's out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my BJ's. Yo, I'm a member, bro. I'm a platinum
member. Got a Costco too, man.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Focus. All right. We need to talk about, get a group chat going. Okay. Unofficial Nawaz. Mike Jones being Mike Jones. I say to him, hey, can you send me a picture of each one of your belts? I know for a fact that he has several pictures of this belt in his phone. But him being lazy, he just went and clicked on the video and sent it to me. And I said to myself, wait a minute, this is an actually good video. So let's play the video, and then I'm going to get Joey's reaction on it. Hold on. Look at this shit. This is on Nawaz. $500 and something. The belt.
I remember, like I held that belt in person. And when I saw it, like I was amazed. I was like, wow, the quality is amazing. And I kind of facilitated Jones doing the deal.
So let me ask you this. How heavy was it when you held it?
I mean, it's good, about maybe 7 to 8 pounds, I would say, maybe.
Oh, okay. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm impressed with his work. I think that we've had our issues with ORM, and I think my issues with ORM are the lack of a follow through. There is no question, and Joseph, if you want to deny it, that's perfectly fine, and we can talk about it. But there is no denying that ORM does amazing work. I can't deny that.
No, I have a UFC
I can't say
5 super fight belt. And
he made that, right?
Yes. 6 months. Go figure.
I can't say that the man doesn't do good work. That would be a lie. Does he hang out with stupid people? Yes, he does.
I mean, I was waiting for a belt when I got married.
Adam
from
guy
him,
has
but,
literally. I want that guy. I really want to get that guy some fucking help, because and I'm not even trying to be a dick about it. Like, I'm seriously like, dude, like, I can assure you, my guy, my Negro, he's not black, but still, my man, I can assure you it's not that serious. When you're telling me there's like a version 37 of the Winged Eagles, we've gone to like extremes that I don't have the energy for.
Yeah.
I can assure you that it's not that serious.
I think
if he makes a good product, Joseph, let me ask you this. If you were guaranteed that ORM, everything else that about ORM is true, but the one thing you were guaranteed is that his time frame was going to be exactly to the day that he told you, would you order another belt?
Yes, because he did it the first time. Because I remember when I ordered, I knew he was telling people it would be like 30 days, 90 days. So I said to him, how long will this belt take? And he said 6 months. And I will say this, he stuck to his word. It was exactly 6 months. But
did you order anything else?
No, that was it. He gave me
so here's the problem.
He gave me a price I couldn't pass up on it.
So here's the problem. When I ordered from ORM, the first thing I ordered was a Block Big Eagle. I think me and Vinny like traded for something over it. And it was just an SD. But when I got it, and I think that's when me and Carmine started to rub heads, like started to, hey, yo, no. But we started to bump heads because I saw the quality from ORM, then I saw the other qualities that he was providing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, there's a difference here, and I need you to acknowledge it, right? And he didn't want to acknowledge it for obvious reasons, right? We're all human. It is what it is. But even to this day, like he's acknowledged it. But it was to the point that, remember that picture I said, this is one of the things I challenge you for those people who have belts that have a reflection on them.
It was the Figures Inc. belt.
Yes, I took a pic. What was it? What was it?
Was it the 91-94 Figures
You're
Inc.?
you're a fucking king. You take your vitamins. So there was the WCW 91 and 94, and I put it up and I took a picture of it with my phone, and you can see the camera, and you see me in all of my glory, but you can see me and the phone in the actual reflection of the belt. And I said, me being an ass, because I was really an ass. I was young. It was only 2 years ago, but I was young. But I was like challenging people to match that photo, and they couldn't because the plates are so foggy. And I said to Carmine once when I ordered, I'm like, are the plates foggy? And he said, no, they're not. And the belt that I got from was the AWA Inmate, and it wasn't foggy. It was actually a real decent belt. I just sold it because I needed money at the time. But this was one of the issues where it came up that the quality didn't match. So then, Joseph, you moved to Classic Shields. Have you had experience with Classic Shields?
Yeah, I got 2 belts.
Explain.
You're gonna make people.
Yes, go ahead. What else we gotta do? They're literally watching a show about wrestling belts. What the fuck else are we doing?
I've had great experience with Classic Shields.
Yeah.
Both of my belts took exactly 1 year to be completed.
Nice.
I'm sorry if that makes
belts
people
are they?
upset. Huh?
What belts? What belts are those?
That's the Winged Eagle and the Classic IC.
Look at this detail. Jameson is staring at this shit like, man, I need me a Classic Shield. What? Tell me, because you saw this earlier when I showed Jameson the Figures Inc. And I'm talking next generation.
Yeah.
4 millimeters, the best that you can get. The one, even I wouldn't pay for this because this is $1,800, $2,000 that we're looking at, right? If I could find a next gen or that re-leatherer will send me my fucking shit, I'd be perfectly fine with what I have. But explain to me this detail, Joseph.
Dude, it's immaculate. I mean, look at the gold. Like, it just pops. I mean, the globe, the crown. I mean, the texture.
It's insane. It really is. I like the fact that they like
Classic
cut it out.
Shields, their pictures are insane. Like the way they take
Look at
pictures of the belts. Like,
You see this shit?
now I know some people hate on them because of the wait times. I understand that, okay? I get it. But I'm sorry, when you get your belt from them, you will be blown away. Look at Jones, for example. When Jones got that TNA,
Broke right.
he was like, now I understand.
Bro wasn't doing good, bro. He was not. That is not the Michael Jones I know. That is not the Michael Jones I know at all. He was very so Jones is the glue that keeps this whole like thing together. And he like was emotional. He's always telling us, hey, you gotta calm down, process your emotions, all that bullshit. No, that shit went out the window the moment that he got his belt. And Joey, I have two. I traded the Block Big Eagle. And then I got the flock, the extra flock, the Vinny Vegas flocked Big Eagle. Because
I
I don't know, where did Vinny get that idea from? Because I know that's an
So-
original Vinny creation.
Yeah, Vinny.
Where the
that
fuck
was
did he's like, oh yeah, I want to, because Vinny be doing stupid shit.
That was the
A lot of
Winged
the
Eagle.
stuff y'all see Vinny's doing is his random thought process. When did you first hear about the extra flocking?
That was Vinny when he did it on the Winged Eagle from CS.
The Winged Eagle, yes.
Now,
yes.
now when I ordered my Winged Eagle, I got it as well. I went out all,
You
all out.
did.
Now I know it's not accurate. I did, but you know, it's something I wanted.
It does what it
It's
needs to do.
amazing.
But when you see this, and again, I know Classic Shield gets flack because of the wait times. Listen, let me put myself on full screen and tell you this. I know I'm a flawed human being, okay, in every possible way. But here is the thing. I ordered, and this is full disclosure, and this was for people who are ordering from Classic Shields. Classic Shields, this doesn't mean to start working on my belts like crazy. I really don't care. I really don't. I want to say this for fact because you are working on other people's belts, and I love seeing them go out. I can tell you that the belts I have on hold on you mean absolutely nothing to me. Okay, so don't feel like you have to work on it. And this is just my flaw as a human being, or just a person who doesn't really care. I ordered my belts with the Classic Shields in 2020. I have several belts on order with them. That would be an IWGP V3, a TNA Legends, and a Winged Eagle. I ordered the Winged Eagle probably 8 months ago, but the other two belts I ordered them in September of 2020. They have not delivered those belts yet, and I can honestly tell you that I don't give a fuck. I have two of their belts. Their block Big Eagle and their scratch Winged Big Eagle, and I can tell you that the detail, the attention to detail and perfection makes me not care how long they take with the belt. I know it sounds, I don't care. If they bring it to me in 2028 and say, here's your Winged Eagle, I'm gonna be happy with it. Right? I don't have anywhere to put them right now anyway. Everything, it'll fuck up the feng shui if I add any more belts. But the quality is that good, you're paying for it. Now, understand when I say quality means the detail of the belts and everything. It makes you feel like a champion. You can get the same from shop. You don't have to go Classic Shields. You don't have to go all these higher end makers. There is always an option that's going to satisfy you. Me, I pay close attention to details. That's my thing. I honestly think it's a character flaw. But to be honest with you, I think they're one of the best that do it. I don't get special treatment for them. My belts have been sitting on hold for 2020. Irfan, don't fuck around and get my belts done in the next week, because then it shows that you're being biased. Don't do that. Let them fucking be. You'll get them done when you get them done. I don't care about it. The quality is there. The quality is there. Joseph can say to that. Matt Panetta can say that. Anybody else can say that. The quality is there.
Now,
Go ahead, Joey.
so when I ordered my Winged Eagle, I ordered it in March of 2021. All right. It arrived in March of 2022. Amazing. Now, mind you, my back and forth with Irfan has been amazing up to this day. You know, always there to answer questions, talk to in general. Amazing guy to talk to. So when the Winged Eagle came in, I was talking to Irfan, like, yo, it arrived. You know, we're talking about stuff, and I'm like, so I ordered the IC. He gave me a price. Not going to disclose it. For how much it would cost.
Boo this man.
I'm not going to disclose it. I do not want the whole people like shocked at what I paid, but gave me a price.
You're irresponsible with your money, you son of a bitch.
I
Look
paid
at this,
for it.
Joey. Look
I
at
ordered
this,
it.
bro.
Listen, I ordered it in April 2022, okay? That belt arrived in December 2022, so that one
God
wasn't
damn.
a year.
Jesus. Do you have anything else on order with them? Don't lie.
I don't, because I was done with my collection.
Joey, you're not fucking selling your collection.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Man.
If you need, God, no, you're not selling your collection. Tell me about this detail of this damn belt. Hold on. Before we get into feuds, tell me about the detail. Look at this. It's beautiful, Joseph.
It is.
Like,
I mean, see, so here's the thing I'll disclose about, you know, you're talking about Orm. The issue with Orm is he'll say something's in stock and it's not in stock. You hit up Nawaz, I bet you that belt could be in stock right now. And he'll
you get
ship
in a
it
few
in 2
days.
days. Because 3 of my 4 belts were in stock.
Oh, so you got them off of a in stock purchase from them?
Just hit
Okay.
Nawaz like, hey man, what do you have in stock?
Oh my God, Joey, I love you and I appreciate you, but let me ask you this: before we bring the boys back, Panetta and Jameson, which one of these belts would you pick out of all of them that I have presented to you today?
Do I have a price point?
Let's say Ethan gave you $1,000 right now.
$1,000?
Yeah. No, you know what? Panetta threw an extra grand in this, so you got 2.
I'm taking the CS.
In Canadian money, so we're talking like $1,800.
I'm taking the CS.
Damn, really? I wouldn't.
But
I'm sorry, I would not.
But
I love them to
but-
death, but I would
but
not.
listen. If I had the $1,000, I'm taking the Nawaz and us. We're going to the club and bar and drinks and eating wings.
And get wings, and then James gets to have his celery because he's a clown. Okay, Joseph Vatanza, thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you. Love you.
The guy's selling his collection. He's full of shit.
My God. Hey, listen, you. Oh my God, this whole hobby shit.
I know
love
Panetta's
that
mad
Jameson.
because me and
I am
him-
mad. You
Ma-
know exactly
Panetta's
why
mad.
I'm mad at you.
because we're twins on a belt.
We're twins with our IC belt.
Jesus
He
Christ.
throws everything away.
Jameson, you stay with the belts that you have, baby. Don't cross anything else. The next
Oh,
belt
yeah.
you're gonna get is
Just
me.
remember this guy.
I'm gonna. You know what, Jameson? Remind me because I be forgetting these things. It's not that I don't forget. I have a figure of yours, by the way, that I gotta. Listen, when I go down to the Outer Banks, if you hear that I'm going down to the Outer Banks, tell me, Jay. You said you were gonna bring me down a belt. I'm gonna bring you down a belt. I want you to have one more belt because I could easily sell it, but I want you to have it. Guys, there's one more thing I want to talk to you about. The World's Heavyweight Championship had one thing that I think elevated more than anything, and that is the feud between the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels and the Game Triple H. And it was a short amount of time, that not short when it comes to the life of the world title, but you know, my kid was the one that told me to do this. He's like, why don't you put them in black and white so it could look spooky? And I was like, you know what?
I like
You
that.
know what the fuck you talking about. So Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus HBK. Joey, what does Triple H mean to you?
You know, it's crazy that you look back at this picture because those two are both running WWE now. Like,
Yo,
Yeah.
seriously. Yeah.
what this feud means to
Get
me.
applause for that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean,
NXT is Raw, SmackDown. That's them, bro. DX. Man, I just realized that D-Generation X is running the WWE. Oh my God.
this was the feud that began in 2002 all the way up to 2004. I mean, basically 2
Yeah.
years. I mean,
It number one, Matt, we've talked about this. You and I like to get inspired by wrestling. We've talked about this, the importance of those promos, those video packages in 2003, 4, 5. You tell me this feud summary. What do you think of this feud?
When you look back at the history of DX, which started in 97,
1997, baby. Yeah.
and you look at what DX accomplished, all the antics, all the stupidity, all the comedy gold. You know, thinking back on Recess when we were kids, telling people to suck it, man. Like, this was a huge part of our
I
upbringing.
got suspended for that, bro.
Bro, I still do it at work. Across the damn
my
shop.
mom refused to buy me that DX suckage.
And
Really,
it was
bro?
So controversial, bro. Like telling someone to suck it when you're like 12 years
I had to get a fake DX shirt at a flea market.
Man, but like we know the
Degeneration,
history, right? We know the history of DX,
It defined an era.
and then you look at two friends, two brothers, having one of the best feuds during this time period. And like you said, Joe, it wasn't that long, right? Only a couple of years, but it started in Vengeance 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Especially coming back from an injury, we didn't think Shawn Michaels was ever going to wrestle again. And then
the story told itself, Matt. The story told itself. Jealousy, anger, resentment, right? It told itself. It told itself.
Yeah. And then, like any classic story, right? You get the betrayal. When the betrayal took place, man, like it was storytelling at its finest. And I think that's one of the things that wrestling today is lacking a lot of.
As a 16-year-old kid, okay, seeing them come out to that DX theme music in 2002 on Raw, and then right when they're about to do the chop, Triple H turns and pedigree Shawn, I'm like, you bastard.
Yeah.
He betrayed him. Jameson, let me ask you something. On whose side were you in this feud, Triple H or Shawn Michaels?
I didn't know this was happening because I was like 10. I think I might have ducked out of wrestling for a little bit around that time period too. Like I didn't see the rise of John Cena, but I remember when I first saw this clip, and I was like, "You motherfucker!" Like
You
that's your
felt
best
it, bro,
friend,
right?
and you just did that to him. One day I'm going to do that on my own videos, but yeah,
It sucked. Like Joey, like it sucked, right? Like you see it because I thought it was time. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna say this, Matt. Don't make fun of me because it really hurts my feelings when people do. But I wore the moment I heard that they were coming back. I wore my D-Generation X like a clown, my D-Generation X shirt, and then to have this man get pedigreed in the middle of the ring. And the way he ripped that shirt, the storytelling. Again, Matt, we talked earlier about Roman telling a story. Talk to me about Triple H telling his story.
This man, like, and then Triple H explained why he did it, right? He explained his actions. And man, it was just I remember when Shawn Michaels came up on the screen, right? He appeared via satellite and the truth came out, right? Triple H was behind
the glass thing, the glass door, the passenger seat.
Triple H admitted to the attack, claiming that he wanted Shawn Michaels to be his manager because he would protect him. But man, like this, it was incredible. It was incredible. And then Michaels decided to challenge Triple H to that match. I think it's SummerSlam.
Yeah,
which would then be the first match since his last WrestleMania match, which was 4 years prior.
You know what was great about that storyline is Triple H pedigrees him. And then, Shawn Michaels gets attacked backstage and Triple H is feeling sympathy for him. Like, I'm going to find out who attacked you. Like,
I believed it, bro. Yeah. I believed that. I'm like, get him, Triple H. Find that motherfucker, bro.
Then when Shawn Michaels did the pixiated picture, showed Triple
Oh, my God, bro.
And then you just see the smirk on Triple H's face or the seriousness in the ring when Shawn Michaels was
damn like, right, it was me,
you.
Shawn.
It was you.
You know what was the best part? Go ahead, Matt.
I was gonna say I'm Team Bret Hart all day, every day. That's in my blood.
Fuck Bret Hart.
Okay. And
what?
What?
Don't you dare say that.
You want me to take over?
So I hate him. So I am so sorry. But I hate him so much because he's such a bitch. I'm so sorry.
I hope your IWGP.
My apologies. Look, let's not get into this.
I hope
your IWGP.
You shut your dirty mouth.
I hope your IWGP falls.
Don't you do it,
off
bro.
The shelf. I hope it cracks down the middle.
Oh my God, bro. Y'all playing fucking with fire, bro. I literally have a grandmother who lights candles. Y'all better chill. Okay? Let's move on.
You know what? You know what, Jay? Just like Triple H said to Shawn Michaels, we were never best friends.
Yeah, bro, that's cool.
You know. Say another bad word about Bret. Say it.
The best part of that, I think, of that promo or that interaction is when Triple H screamed at him because remember, Shawn Michaels was back, but he didn't have had any matches. Yeah, he was just super kicking niggas left and right. And when he screamed at him, he's like, "You can't wrestle anymore." Bro, that was just, and then for him to come back, the story told, right? The story is told, and we come back to the Elimination Chamber. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, Jameson, if there's one match I need you to watch from this era, no, not one match, fuck that. A pay-per-view that defined an era.
Mm-hmm.
It is the 2002 Survivor Series. Joseph, you were watching it recently.
Yeah, the other day.
Tell me about. I want you to tell me about that Survivor Series.
It is possibly, arguably, the best Survivor Series of all time.
Yeah,
I mean, the matches, like, you look at Kidman and Noble for the Cruiserweight title. Good match. You know, the Dudley Boys reuniting, like the pop in Madison Square Garden, was amazing. It was funny because when I was watching it, and, you know, Lesnar versus Big Show when Heyman turns on Lesnar, like, how quick that match was.
Yeah.
Like, it was only like 5 minutes. Like, it was quick.
No.
But,
and you know, even the promo to that match, Joey, the
yes.
promo to Brock versus Big Show, the question that needed to be answered. Like, again, Paul Heyman was a genius. Even Vince at this time and his writers were genius, but Paul Heyman was a genius. That was the big question. Can Brock Lesnar, number one, get Big Show up for a suplex? And number two, can Brock Lesnar F5 the Big Show?
Yeah.
And it was, the buildup was Paul Heyman doubting his client.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, for you younglings, didn't start in 2013 or 2014. No, this started in 2002. He brought Lesnar in, and for him to be doubting also his beast, his animal, it was poetic. And then he at that event did it. Joey, SmackDown 6, Los Guerreros, Edge and Mysterio, Angle and Benoit. Talk to me, King.
You're right, man. That's the SmackDown 6. I mean, that's the 6 that propelled SmackDown to beat Raw every week, basically. I mean, that triple threat tag team match for the titles is amazing. One of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. I mean, it's just a work of art. Because you had Angle and Benoit who did not get along, who were a tag team. Like, they would argue back and forth. I loved Mysterio and Edge together. They worked perfectly. And of course, Los Guerreros, lie, cheat, steal. But the pay-per-view itself worked. And this match right here, when I was watching it, I will say this. It's the best Elimination Chamber match of all time. It's the first one.
Baby.
It's something you've never seen before. And I love RVD and Triple H, you know, starting it off. Getting things
Van Dam
going.
whooped his ass. Van Dam whooped his ass, bro.
RVD injured Triple H. I think it's his trachea or whatever it was. When he landed on him, when he did the 5-star frog splash off the top of the pod. But then you had like Jericho, you know, doing his thing. Jericho was a beast in that match, eliminating wrestlers left and right.
Yeah.
And I think, Matt, you could correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry to interrupt you, Joy, but you could correct, because I'm gonna forget this if I don't interrupt you. Matt, you could correct me if I'm wrong. But this was the night where the World Tag Team titles debuted on Chris Jericho's waist. I think this was the night that the 2002.
I gotta fact check with you, man, because you're the encyclopedia. That's it, right?
What do you think, Joey? Is that it? I think that was the day that Joey's Googling this shit, because he's probably looking at his notes, because I think this was because if I'm not mistaken, when you know the preview of the match where they show all of them together, you know, and says, you know, Elimination Chamber for World Heavyweight, that cold shot of them together, like posing for it, Chris Jericho still has the J-Mar tag.
Yeah,
I think so.
And then at that event, he comes out with what I call the Ruthless Aggression tag team for Raw title. So that's where another belt debuted, which we were going to be covering later on in this season.
I love the SmackDown one. SmackDown one was always my favorite compared to Raw. I think it had better tag teams and better matches. But
Jameson, what did you think of Shawn Michaels winning this match?
Okay, so I was 10 when this was happening, so I got to watch the lower card like you're talking
So
about. Like
so you still believed that this was real.
I was told to go to bed before this match came on for whatever reason. I mean, it's late, but school was the next day or some shit, you know.
Every
But
Sunday pay-per-view sucked, dude.
Yeah, they did.
yeah, I think at that point I was probably rooting for Triple H when I was younger because I didn't know that Shawn had just come out. You know, because
Yeah.
I didn't know they broke up and all that. I wasn't like 100% into it like
This
I
is
am
when
now.
you started to go. You're like me. This is where I started to pick back up on it again.
Yeah, and
I really enjoyed this, Jameson. I really did. Like,
and me and my friend CJ go back and forth on the shit brown pants. I'm like, bro, I don't care if it's the shit
dude,
brown pants. I don't care about the really bad haircut.
neither did I. Neither did I,
Moment.
Jameson.
It was a moment, dude.
You
know,
know,
like
they equated it. JR equated it to Michael Jordan coming back in Game 6 and winning it for the Bulls. And to this day, I know this is sidetracked. Jameson, I'm gonna break the fourth wall right now and like go myself on screen. So don't mind me. Again, this is just me with my issues. Did you know what I can't stand about the Harry Potter series? That it took place between 1990 and 1997. And not once did anyone in this fucking series go, damn, the Chicago Bulls are going through the Chicago's Bulls are getting it done. Not a single person. And I think there's something fucking wrong with that. Okay. I honestly think there's something wrong with that. But again, don't mind me. So, Matt, we get Shawn Michaels. He again, I would say the boyhood dream times 2.
Yeah, I
Or
would
the
say so too.
redemption story, right? We got
And he
the
had
redemption
wrestled in 4 years. What a
Oh.
match, bro! For a guy like we talk about ring rust and whatever. After that
Please,
injury,
I love the way you tell these stories. Tell me about SummerSlam 2002.
I think everyone watching this show tonight, whether you've seen this match, if you watched it live, or if you're, thinking about looking it up online, please do so. Go back, watch it again, because even if you don't look at all the build up, all the story that we've been talking about tonight, watch this match. And when you watch it, keep in mind that Shawn Michaels had not wrestled in 4 years. He had not stepped in a ring, and he didn't know if he would ever wrestle again. And he put on arguably one of the greatest matches of his career. And it was just fantastic.
The confetti,
just fantastic.
The shot of him standing.
When he hit that sweet chin music, heaven's gates opened. Like it was just perfect. It was a cinematography masterpiece. It was incredible storytelling. I believed it still back then. I was probably I was really in it. I was still believing it at this time. And so seeing Shawn Michaels come back, and like I said before, like despite what you feel about Bret, I'm a Bret Hart guy, always was Team Bret. I wanted Shawn Michaels to win. I hated Triple H. I hated his guts. And I wanted Shawn Michaels to come back and win the title. And yeah, I think you worded it perfectly, Jay. The boyhood dream came true times 2.
It was a
I think he should have held this belt. I think he should have held this belt maybe until WrestleMania, because we have to go. I know why. I know Shawn didn't want the championship anymore. He's a changed man, and here's. I know that it may sound corny, but here's a real thing. You find inspiration in things like this. Like me, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in any of that. But I start doubting my own feelings when you get a Shawn Michaels, and this isn't storyline. This isn't fake. This is like real life stuff. When you find a Shawn Michaels who was an extremely difficult person back in the 90s, who had demons on top of demons on top of demons, the guy was gone. And for him to be able to change and become a better person, a better family, a family man, a dad, a husband, someone that you can look up to, someone that the locker room was like, oh my God, this is a completely different person. It gives us hope that we ourselves can conquer our demons and move forward and change our lives in a positive light. I work with juveniles every day, right? And I had a situation with a juvenile today that kind of broke me because I'm concerned for him and I want him to succeed. Right, this life as an adult, anyone that's watching right now, this life as an adult, it sucks, right? And you, whether you try to be the toughest person or the biggest alpha in the fucking room, you are a human being. You are a human, and you have your own struggles. And understand that unless you're not doing something bad to other people, because fuck you if you are. If you're just a normal person trying to get by, please know that I'm rooting for you, baby. I really am. I'm rooting for you. I want you to do good. I want your family to do good. I want everyone to be okay because this life is short and we only have one life to live it. And going back to the wrestling aspect of it, Shawn Michaels taught me that you could change. I know it's wrestling. It sounds It sounds so stupid. How can you get that from wrestling? This is literally a guy who was a pain in the ass for people to work with, and you have people like The Undertaker, Mark Calloway in World Wrestling Entertainment, say this is someone I consider a friend, because they've changed so much. But then we move on to this person who was so obsessed, and anyone in this room can tell me if I'm wrong on this. Someone who obsessed about being world champion, about being the man that carried the company. And now all of a sudden they say, here is the belt, carry the company. He says, no, I'd rather make better stars. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Shawn Michaels, world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Joe Vitanza, tell me about this. What does this image mean to you?
Woo. I'm gonna guess this is from Armageddon, the 3 Stages of Hell.
2003, baby.
2002.
Oh yes, yes, 2002.
Yeah, we're still
December
2002,
2000.
September.
Because HBK
December.
loses the belt a month later.
That's right.
And I'll tell you this, man. This match, go back and watch this match. 3 Stages of Hell.
First fall was what, a street fight.
Yeah, I know the third fall was
the first fight. I think it was the street.
Second fall was a steel cage, and the third fall was decided in HBK's kind of specialty. Right, it was a ladder match.
Ladder match. Yes, yes, you're right.
So
you're right.
No, like Joe said, go back and I know I said before,
Street
go back
fight,
and watch the
steel
SummerSlam match.
cage,
Go back and
ladder
watch
match, yeah.
this. Yeah, this and spoiler alert, Triple H ended up winning the third fall. Ric Flair helped a little bit, but
you know what's, we're talking, you guys were talking about Roman earlier.
Yeah,
his, and then the Triple H's
chief, baby,
and then the Triple H reign of terror. Okay.
Yeah.
So like I was backstage and I'm just itching. I'm like, oh, I cannot wait to talk about this. Because I hated Triple H's reign of terror, but I also loved it and respected it. Because he would do anything from 2002 to 2005 to keep that belt. Okay? People talk about Roman and the bloodline helping him win matches. If you watch this back then, you would know Evolution helped Triple H win a lot of those matches.
Again.
But if you watch wrestling, you would know that. But some don't. Some don't understand
the story. You're saying that in order to talk about wrestling, you need to watch wrestling, Joe?
You need to
see it. As like a fan, like you need to know, like when you watch Triple H's Reign of Terror, Evolution did everything for him to keep that belt.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's what a group is supposed to. That's what a faction's supposed to do.
Exactly, Jameson. He is 100% right, Jameson. Do you agree with that? What are your thoughts on Evolution? Batista, Ric Flair, Randy Orton, the legend killer Randy Orton. Okay, the living legend Ric Flair, the animal, the Evolution's animal, Batista, the game Triple H. What did you think of Evolution, baby?
I think that's one of the best factions that I could have grown up watching. Like, honestly, there was really good in 2018, 2017, that area. But growing up, playing the games and watching on TV, and you have you had to go through the evolution stuff on the games, and
Yeah, I
watch
remember
it.
that.
It was, bro. It was something different. It was our 4 horsemen, and you'll never
That
replicate
is
that.
true, bro. Bro, it was.
But-
You were 100% right.
but-
I would, Jameson, I would walk to school with my friends. Like we were, mind you, I was a Shawn Michaels fan, but still, even though I hated Triple H, bro, if you said to me, "Here's your Evolution shirt, you're part of Evolution," fuck Shawn Michaels, bro.
Guess what?
I'm part of the team.
I own the Evolution shirt that said "Paid,
Me
Late, and
too.
Made" on the
That's
back with the emblem in the
bro,
front.
Late, paid, and bacon. Jameson, did you? No, you didn't have that, bro, because you were too young.
No, I was too young.
No, you
I
was too
didn't
young.
get DX shirt until Born Against Shawn and
You got
Triple H.
you got the 2006 one. I
I
got
got
that
the
one
spray
too.
paint. I got the spray paint, and I got
Yeah.
the one with the cross
I-
with the X.
I love that one. Panetta, did you have the Evolution shirt, bro?
I had one of them. I think the very first one I had. I loved everything from the logo to the theme song. Evolution.
Oh
I
my
think
God,
Jameson.
the
Man, the theme
song,
song
bro.
Evolution
slaps,
is a
bro.
mystery.
Anytime that
I make
music
love
hit,
to my
bro.
wife with the Evolution theme song. Sorry, don't mind me. Listen, Panetta, I think this is one of the biggest betrayals I have ever experienced as a fan. Because I know Shawn Michaels, like to step out of kayfabe, like Mark's saying, because we have to say it. That's the way you guys are gonna understand it. But to step out of kayfabe and to watch Shawn Michaels say, "No, I don't want the world championship."
Yeah.
That's not what's important to me. What's important to me is entertaining the fans, being with my family, because he knows the champion schedule. The champion schedule, you got to be at every show, not just televised, house shows as well, appearances. When you're the champion, you're the fucking champion. You have to work harder than everybody else. And he's like, look, I want to entertain. I want to keep doing what I love with my friends, but I also want to spend fun time with my family, with my wife and my kid.
His mindset
And-
completely changed.
Completely. Again, I'm not a religious guy, but I can acknowledge when I see something and go, man, this is something that's positive and changed this person's life. So Panetta, sweet chin music happens.
Mm-hmm.
He falls. 1, 2, 3. Eric Bischoff of all people, because at this point in time, Eric Bischoff.
Earl Hebner got knocked out. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric Bischoff was on Team Triple H. He was scared of Evolution, so he did whatever Evolution wanted. And he counted a 3. First of all, Matt, what did you think when he counted a 3?
Again, I was confused, but I was so happy that Shawn won. But then he grabs the mic and thinking to myself, what why? Like, give the man his belt. He won the title.
Let
What's going
Lillian
on?
Garcia announce it, bro.
Announce him as the new World Heavyweight Champion. And then Eric grabs the mic and he says, well, you should, out of everybody, Shawn, you should know that when both shoulders are down on the mat. And then he's got and he points to the Titantron. He says, look at the replay. The replay right away. He cuts to the replay and you just see Shawn staring, just looking right after he watches, and the audience in the arena watches, and everybody at home sees that Shawn's shoulders were down. And then in the event of both shoulders being down and there's a count of 3, the tie is awarded to the champion and the belt doesn't change.
I still feel it right now, bro. What is wrong
that
with,
was
I still feel it right now.
Like, I hate like Eric Bischoff at this point was extremely hated as it was.
Yeah.
But when he announces, he takes the title away, literally takes the belt away from Shawn after counting the 1, 2, 3, you motherfucker. Like, oh, bro, it was, and this was Monday Night Raw. Like, this was fantastic storytelling, but it infuriated me. I was so upset.
You know what's great is they like kind of kept themselves apart for 2003.
Yes, they did. They did a good job at that. They brushed each other is what I like, the whole Kevin Nash promo thing,
Yeah.
the SummerSlam 2003, they brushed each other, but they weren't together for so long.
Because
And
HBK was the
then
guest ref. I think it was
yes,
in that match.
and then we get to again because Ruthless Aggression has so many good moments. What I think is one of the best Royal Rumbles of all time. Number
2004.
one, I know, again, we're not glorifying a murderer. Fuck him. We despise him for everything that he did. But Benoit number one wins the Royal Rumble in
We
2004.
already know the best Rumble.
Right?
Yeah.
Jamie Noble and Rey Mysterio. Nobody, I don't hear a lot of people talking about this. Had a fantastic Cruiserweight Championship match. Go watch that match.
How about Evolution
was-
winning the tag title?
Evolution
turmoil?
wins the tag
Yeah,
titles.
that also happened.
Okay. Then you have Triple H. Wait, hold on a second. Let me backtrack a little because this match is also underrated too. Los Guerreros implode. Eddie Guerrero versus Chavo. Okay. I think they should have done a little bit more with it, but at least we got the payoff, and then Eddie gets catapulted on no way out to, defeat Brock Lesnar, and that's how stuff goes. But then you have what I think one of the greatest last man standing matches of all time.
I can't believe you forget Brock Lesnar and Bob Holly. How dare you?
Fuck, dude, stop. Okay, we're being serious here.
Same
Joseph.
article, Holly versus Brock.
Who?
Lesnar.
Okay, who here? Jameson, even you, because I knew you was watching at this time. Raise your hand if you thought Bob Holly was gonna beat Brock Lesnar. Exactly. Okay, we're not gonna mention the stupidity.
Okay.
Why? Did they
I
even
will
do that?
mention. I will mention the backstage interaction with him and Goldberg. Like, hey, I still got my belt. You don't.
Yeah. And you
That
know
was good.
what was an also good backstage promo? Yeah, he's right. A good backstage promo is Ric Flair talking to Benoit. He goes, "You may be the greatest technical wrestler alive. You're Chris Benoit. Woo! But Chris, we all know you'll never make it to the top because you'll grab that big brass ring, you'll pull it down, and somehow, it slips out your hands. It's not about you." Yo, he literally went, "It's not about you, Chris Benoit. It's all about Evolution. It's all about the world's greatest tag team. It's all about the world's greatest Intercontinental Champion, Randy Orton. It's all about the game, Triple H. It's not about you." They started to build right there. That's when they started to build that WrestleMania main event, right? Joey, Triple H gets up, cannot believe the fact that Shawn Michaels has broken the 10 count for the last man standing match.
Yeah.
He's shaking his head. The referee's like, "Yo, bro, he's up. He beat the count." And
Triple H
is
did that
"No,
like head.
bro."
You did that head wave like.
Bro, I love Triple H can sell you he can sell you your own car, bro. Because I believe this man, again, I still, at this time, I was 14, but I still, for some reason, believed that this was real. I think I was, at the end, grasping on. Then I got some ass, and I knew all this shit was fake. It changes you. Try it. But literally, bro, I'm literally like, bro, come on, beat this guy, bro. I was screaming. When he fucking fell at the 9 count, I was like, what the fuck? And I knew he was not going to be awarded the check. Bro, I thought this shit was real. Okay? Joseph, Triple H runs at Shawn Michaels, gets super kicked. What are you thinking? As a young, up-and-coming white man in America.
I thought it was over, man. I thought, okay, HBK is gonna do it. Then when it ends in a draw, when they both,
But it was fitting, bro. It was fitting.
it was.
It's not.
Despite how Jay just said how I think all of us felt when that happened, man. It was the best ending for that match.
Bro, it was not a reign of terror.
It was basically the last match of their feud because I don't think they've. Well, I mean they had the WrestleMania, triple threat match, but I think like as a singles match, I think
this is it. I'm going to say it again. This is like the 4th time. We're not glorifying a murderer. fuck him. Okay, get help. If you don't feel good, if you don't, you just get some fucking help. I'm sorry, Matt. I know you think this is weird, but just get some fucking help.
No,
If
bro,
you
this
feel off,
is my field, bro.
As a
if you
performer, great.
if you feel off, listen to me. Even you watching this video, everyone's a point. Everyone's a fucking prize. If you feel off, if you feel depressed, if you feel something's going on, if you feel like you're, bro, get some help. Go talk to somebody. This isn't a joke. This isn't, you matter. Everyone fucking matters. As long as you're a good, decent person who just tries to get by and tries to do well and has a good heart, just get some fucking help, okay? Like, really. You're not alone. Everyone goes through it. Even the people that you think are perfect are far beyond. Okay? Get some help. Talk to someone. Reach out. Shit, reach out to anyone in this fucking on this screen, and I'll make sure. And they'll definitely, Joey, you'll probably be told to fucking man the fuck up. So, and then he'll forward you to Jones. But everybody else in this screen is rooting for you. Okay? But again, sorry, I go on tangents. Jameson, one of the greatest main events of WrestleMania. Do you agree?
I can't say I've seen it, to be honest with you.
You son of a bitch.
I've seen the rest of it.
Jameson Bennett. I swear to God. Bro, what are you doing tomorrow? Because I'm off tomorrow night.
I'm working.
At what time do you get out?
4 o'clock, but then I go to Walmart.
When the fuck are you home doing nothing?
The hour or two before SmackDown.
Hit me up. We're gonna watch this match together.
Okay.
You are literally missing culture, my friend. Okay, you are missing culture here. Matt Panetta, tell him, preach to him about this match.
WrestleMania 20, triple threat match, Jameson between Shawn, Triple H, and Chris Benoit. Right, he won the Royal Rumble, and he went to Raw to challenge for the belt, man. And you know who wins this match, Jameson?
Yeah, I know who wins. I know about the moment at the end of the show.
Okay,
I've
so
seen the in-betweens of it.
Yeah, and but it's the ending of the match. The celebration is huge. It's memorable, right? In the context of wrestling, not in the context of what happens in real life afterwards, right? But in the context of this match, one of the best triple threat matches of all time. And when you see Triple H submit to Chris Benoit in the triple threat match, man, it was something. And like for me, again, here's the Canadian kid cheering for Chris Benoit, watching, one of arguably Canada's best wrestlers. Right? It was something that was surreal.
It was.
I think as a performer, right, it's very difficult given the circumstances, given what happened, to look at Chris Benoit strictly as a performer, strictly as a wrestler, without talking about the horrible action that he committed. But if we are able to kind of separate reality with fiction just for a moment and look at him as an in-ring competitor, he was one of the best to lace up his wrestling boots. This match is fantastic.
You know what?
And Giorgio, go ahead.
Oh, no, what I was going to say, what I love about the match is the ending. When Benoit gets Triple H in the crippler crossface, Triple H is inches away from the ropes.
Yeah,
and
he's holding on, kid. He's holding. Wait, I want the docu. He's holding on, kid. My God, he's holding on. Yeah. No, he's gonna break your arm. Just let go. Oh my God.
But when Triple H
and the King were perfect.
But this was probably some of their best commentary.
But when Triple H rolls over Benoit and Benoit rolls with him with the crippling crossface, like I was like, oh,
you knew it was over, bro.
Not breaking out, bro. He's not breaking out. This is it. So yeah, definitely go if you get a chance to watch it tomorrow, Jameson, with Jay or even on your own. Definitely go through, watch this match. It's, you know what, I might even have to go back and watch it again. because
Let's watch it together in group chat. What else are we doing? I'm off on a Friday night finally. Let me tell you something.
I'm off Friday night. I'm working throughout the day. But.
No, our Friday night. Let's get it done. Listen, let me tell you, I was rooting for HBK because, of course, I'm gonna root for HBK. But when I watched him, again, this is again, even though we had the 3-month reign with Goldberg being world champion, it was still, you did not want Triple H to have that belt. When he won that shit back, you're like, fuck. Even though Evolution was draped in gold, you were still mad about it, right? So,
but it was like, why did Triple H have to win in a triple threat match? Why couldn't he be Goldberg one-on-one?
Why? And then you have finally it's like the beast being slain, right? It's like, even though it should have been bigger than what most of these were, or think about it, John Cena being taken out by Brock Lesnar. It felt that way. It felt the game finally defeated. And then the next night on Raw, Triple H comes out with the sling in his arm, and he's pissed the fuck off, right? And then a couple of weeks later, Lillian Garcia calls him out as the former world heavyweight champion, and he loses his shit.
Snap,
right? Like, it's amazing storytelling, but again, it continued the feud between Shawn Michaels and Triple H that carried over to Backlash, where didn't he get a win, Panetta, in Canada?
I think so.
Benoit?
Yeah.
At Backlash, he made this is how fucked up Vince McMahon is. Shawn Michaels and Triple H helped him with the Montreal screw job. And then he asked Shawn Michaels tap out to Chris Benoit to the shooter in Canada.
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, I wouldn't do that shit to anybody, bro.
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, another triple threat match.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So then we finally move to the what I think is the end of the feud. I know they wrestled after, but I think this was the end of the feud. Joey, Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood, 2003. Who were you rooting for?
You mean 2004, right?
Oh, yes, 2004. June 2004.
Yeah, because I remember this was Benoit faced Kane for the title at this match.
That's right.
Yes. And I think Benoit won with a roll-up. Could have been.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
Why not have Kane tap? That would have been huge.
To me, it was, come on, man. You're rooting for HBK all day, every day.
No, Jay was rooting for Triple H the whole time.
But this was a long ass Hell in a Cell match. Like, this was like about 50 minutes to almost.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard from different, like, from What Culture Wrestling, from Cultaholic. They say that this was a very long match. I don't remember it being.
Man, it was nuts.
But I think Triple H wins this match. He goes on at Vengeance to get a rematch against Benoit. Benoit wins, again. Benoit went through,
and then that's when Randy comes in.
Benoit dealt with Triple H for like a while.
Yeah, he did. And Eugene was a part of that, right?
Yeah, he was on that pay-per-view.
Yeah, tied it in there.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, I can tell you that the World Heavyweight Championship to me was one of the greatest prizes in sports entertainment. I think the moment that CM Punk won it, we went downhill from then. That's nothing to CM Punk, because CM Punk, I think, revived the spinner for me. I hated the spinner. The only reason why I liked the spinner is because of CM Punk, right? Mm-hmm. But I felt like once he won the world title, even though you got outliers like Mark Henry's Hall of Pain, I think the belt diminished over in time. But next month,
2002 to 2005, I think that's when, like,
yes, I would say, Panetta, what do you think was the prime of the World Heavyweight Championship?
There's two eras. I would say we mentioned Undertaker. We've talked a lot about Triple H holding the belt for the majority of the show, but Edge between 2007 and 2011, that was another period where I loved this belt. I loved Edge being the champion. What was it? WrestleMania 24 was the main event where Cena held the spinner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a streak there. He had a streak going for WrestleManias.
Yeah, he did. And then I also have to mention when Batista held the title. Batista was the longest reigning champion with this belt, 282 days.
Big day.
So I think we got to give props to Batista for when he held this belt. It meant something holding that title.
He got injured, and we knew who was supposed to win that belt.
That's right. Otherwise, again, another scenario where if the superstar wasn't injured, probably would have held it a little bit longer.
I got one more feud y'all are forgetting.
What's that, baby? Preach.
Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
Where he threw his wife screen.
That's when yes. No, he punched his wife.
They were like top.
Yeah.
Did you know that that guy was Murdoch? I think it was Cade, Garrison Cade, got a concussion off of that super kick. When
Shawn Michaels' students.
Yeah,
he went to get super kicked outside of the ring, and Shawn ducked him. This is what I've heard. I've heard this in several podcasts that he super kicked him, and he's a good seller, and he tried to sell it right, and he bunked his head on the fucking ground. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've heard. But gentlemen, really, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
We know.
Really, you guys are freaking great. I really do. Joey, I love you. Matt, I love you. Jameson, you know the fucking vibes, baby. I love you too. Gentlemen, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me address the people, please. Hi. So listen, we get all this stuff going. This is just leather and paint. Anyone who takes this seriously is insane. Again, I showed you the tips earlier. Don't dip your belts in fucking buckets, okay? Stop booting shop belts. You literally are wasting your money, okay? You're wasting your money. Even if a belt's not available, just wait, because then you're gonna have to sell this shitty belt. You're gonna lose a lot of money on it. Like it's not worth it. I'm telling you, just wait for shit to come, okay? Wait for the belts to be available, all that jazz. Listen, I know it's hard because you may want things right away, but you got to know that even if you want to resell it in the future, you're not going to be able to sell it for what you actually pay for, right? I had someone trying to sell a belt. They spent $500 on a maker, and then they only sold it for $200, right? That's $300 out of your pocket, okay? I don't think you want that, okay? So all I say is make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure that you have good references. Make sure there's nothing wrong with asking in a group, hey, do you have any references for people that I can buy a belt from? Okay, there's no shame in that. It's your money, okay? Make sure that you do your due diligence, and you make sure that you do what you're supposed to do to ensure that your money is safe. And yeah, so enjoy yourselves. Thank you for coming. Be safe, be nice. Stop being dicks to each other. You guys, I see you guys in the comments and shit. Stop that. Like in other people's posts, be nice. There's nothing wrong. It literally costs you absolutely nothing to be nice. All right. Take care. Have a good night. Be safe. And we love you very much. Also, wash your hands because COVID's going around. Take care.